Welcome back to Rest Rune Aett. Aett is family or clan in Germanic language, and it would be Aett if we were talking Scandinavian, like Danish. So in the bag, as you will know if you've watched me, are the Germanic runes, which are the elder runes. There's 24. And so we're going to read from there. And then I will take out the 8 runes that do not apply for the Scandinavian or the Danish realm that I'm ancestor lineage of. And so there will be 16 in the younger set, which is the Scandinavian Danish. And we'll read that message as well. So, as you know the drill, we have the physical realm or family or clan strip. We have the emotional and mental, and then we have the spiritual. So I laid them out from 1 to 8 on the board so you can see where the runes fit in their families. And then we look for messages from the horizontal and the vertical. Okay, we're warming up the runes, getting them acclimated. Okay, elders, ancestors, what would you have us know? Casting. Okay. If the rune does not stay on the board or is not face up, then that is not our message for tonight. So I'm gathering all the little stones that do not have a symbol that I can see. That one, I think I'll leave that one. That's kind of a borderline. Okay. Now what I will do is I will put them onto the board. Some of these we had last night. It's like the exact same messages, right? We had a few variances, just a few. Okay. And I'm just thinking here, trying to put them in order. Okay. So we have 2 in the physical family or realm, Aett, and then we have 3 over here in this realm. I have to space these out a little bit. So we have 1, 2, skipping 3. We have 4. We have 5. We have nothing in 6. Then we go 7. And then we go 8. So we really, again, do not have a continuity going because we have 2 up in the physical, we have 3 in the emotional, mental realm, and then we have 3 in the spiritual family or clan or Aett. And so there's not 3 vertical in the numerical sense of 1s, 2s through 8. So there's not 3 in the vertical position. And then what I do is I look at those that are closest together, usually in 3s at least, to have it be more of a significant message. We really don't have that again. Last night it was definitely 333, but this is fairly close. But again, not a super definitive answer or message. So this is more generic again. We have radio, and this is all about physical movement. I think of the red wagon when I see this one. I'm going to try to scoot you up just a little bit so I'm not so far away. There we go. So you can see. So this one is all about travel, getting help. Just be careful. Cautionary tale on this one is that if you blame others for your life and your circumstances, Fate will tend to leave you, right? No one wants to put up with crap. And so you really have to be careful and mindful of that. Your life is, at the end of the day, yours. And it doesn't matter how much you blame, it's not going to change anything until you do, right? And so Wanju is the 8th rune here on the physical plane. This is expressing joy and happiness and success because you've achieved, you've reached satisfaction because you've gone through 1 to 8 here. Okay. On the emotional and mental family or clan, the Aett here, these aren't anything that you can reverse. When these come up, you go through it. So we are going through Hagelas, which is distractors or outside influences. This is the hail icon or symbol. So this is all about storms and outside influences. We may have worries, okay, and sometimes that will build and then we go just crazy about it. And then we have Northeast. So when we get distracted, then we don't take care of our basic needs. You know, if you've gone to college or in high school, you talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay, this rune is saying you're searching for the basics here. This is the rune of fire. You are searching for the essentials. You might have difficult lessons to learn. Okay, so really look at that for yourselves. If you can get past the distractors and meet your basic needs, then you will reach Jera, which is all about harvest in the Wheel of Fortune. So this is completing a cycle. I always think of that one as tire tractors to help me remember harvest, okay? On the spiritual family clan here, we have Manas, which means man. So here we're using meditation, our influence, sometimes our idealism to get points across. We are using our mental energy to think about community and what's for our fellow man. Sometimes we just have to go with the flow. This is Lagus. This is using your psychic abilities, finding balance and getting introspection, okay? Again, there might be difficulties or disagreements that we need to overcome. We don't want to be humiliated, but we want to be able to balance both mental, spiritual realms, you know, the physical, emotional, mental, and then being on the spiritual realm, having all of those things flow for us. If we can achieve that, then we have Dagas. This is day, or I think of this like the butterfly rune. This is all about having a new cycle, seeing change, kind of you're being released like a butterfly out of your cocoon. You see new light, new potential. Okay. Now, if I was reading from a Scandinavian or the younger rune set, they pull out 8. So then there's only 16 runes on the board. And again, they have different symbols. Every culture, every society had some different nuances with it, but the runes sort of read the same, but they just had different symbols. So Wanju is not in their set. Okay. Then they would not have this Dagus, this butterfly. So only 2 runes come off for the younger reading. Hail would look like a little starburst or like a firework exploding out in the sky, if you think of it that way. So that's their emblem for hail. So really, all we have is movement, physical movement. Don't blame others for your life circumstances. That's just an outside distractor. It's going to take you off point. will make it really difficult for you to reach your basic needs and the necessities in life. You want to really focus on reaping the harvest, the wheel of fortune in your life, so that you can help your fellow community, your mankind in and around you. Use your sphere of influence, and more importantly, go with the flow. Get balance. Everyone is looking to achieve that within the physical, emotional, mental, and then the spiritual. If you can balance things, then you're in a good space. Okay? So that's what a message might sound like if you are using the younger rune family. Aett. Okay? So thank you for joining me tonight and looking at the messages. Again, 2 nights of not really super definitive, but look at the runes and which ones are standing out to you, which ones are a struggle for you that you need to really work on, or which is the advice overall. That's a good plan for 2026, perhaps, your New Year's resolution, what you want to work on so that you can achieve the ultimate goal. Okay? Talk to y'all later. Bye.